So what I guess we didn't realize is how much productivity we were going to pick up after we moved the prepping process into the tunnel. It was unbelievable how it was so repeatable that investing in your car wash consistently really pays dividends. In the beginning, we were just worried about removing all the labor that was in the loading area. It was really only the first couple of months where from time to time we had to explain to a customer that we've automated our process, it's in the tunnel now. And Bill Martin, a famous car wash operator in Boise, Idaho, had always said to me and us and really the industry that your line is your sign. So what I guess we didn't realize is how much productivity we were going to pick up after we moved the prepping process into the tunnel. And I think people are driving down the street like thinking, yeah, I got to get a car wash. Hoffman's is right up the road. But they're going to look at the line and they're going to make a split-second decision to like, oh my God, there's like 10 cars in line. I'll do it on the way home. We run our car washes up to 200 cars an hour on busy days. And, by increasing production, we were able to really improve our production to, about 160 to 180 cars an hour consistently. And our wash volumes increased. This car wash washes over 300,000 cars a year. And several of our locations do that. And it was repeatable. We had to do this across 15 locations. It took us probably 2 or 3 years, but it was a repeatable success story, really, where we would automate the equipment, but we would probably also remodel the outside. And there were a couple of things we also did. It's a great time to introduce a change like this. It was a major change when you remove all those people and change the process. And it was just, it was unbelievable how it was so repeatable that investing in your car wash consistently really pays dividends. And not even about prepless, but just continually improving your wash process in your buildings can really show your customers that you care about the business. It also helps, your associates that work with you because they know you're investing in your facilities and you're investing in them.
Yeah. So you mentioned the repeatable 15 times, and Nathan, I'm going to switch over to you here. Mm-hmm. So, Tom, you're able to do this in the Northeast, some harsh conditions in the winter. But then, Nathan, you took this idea and put it in arguably some of the harshest conditions in the world country. This site that you're seeing right now, this is Midtown, Alaska, Sudsy Salmon Chain. So to explain the site and what your thought process was when moving to this prepless model.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, we're from the Midwest. We had car washes in the Midwest. We did take a check when taking a check was a popular thing to do. And then we were like, okay, now what are we going to do? And believe it or not, I actually met the owner that we ended up working with and doing an acquisition and combining a couple brands in Alaska. And I had a show talking with Tom on a board. So when we bought this property, it was already in process. Permits were done, all that. And so we knew the box was set where the vacuums were, like none of that was changing. The equipment packages were actually sitting in a warehouse. But we had 6 months before we were really going to start setting stuff, wiring things and all that.
And I'm sorry, I think you should mention, this is Midtown in
Anchorage, Alaska. Yeah. And it's a double 190-foot tunnel. So it's a big site. It was a big bet for us. We just felt like the traffic was there, customer base was there. If you live in the Midwest, you're used to salty cars. Imagine the dirtiest Saturday, but 40 days a year. So we have a lot of opportunities to wash really dirty cars, but that is the challenge. They are very dirty cars. The ones you're seeing, I kind of put this video up so you could see a little bit what the cars do look like. And these cars are actually very clean compared to a normal day for us. But as we were looking at it, my partner said, do we have to prep here? All the other sites we'd acquired up there prepped. And we really didn't want to. We didn't prep at our washes in the Midwest, but the cars, especially the back ends of the vehicles, the running boards, wheel wells, just didn't know that it was possible. In fact, our local partner up there didn't believe it was possible. And so went up to Albany, started chatting with Tom and his team. The main arch you're seeing us focus on there is a slightly modified blasted arch, running both high and high volume pressure to be able to get to the backs of the vehicles. And said, I got 190 feet, what can we do? And the Innovate team was awesome. They spent a lot of time with us over a couple months, laying it out, playing with it, modifying some equipment, figuring out what we could do. And we got it done, and it's a crazy wash. I have 4 sets of wraps in there, multiple high pressure passes. The vehicle's not even just getting blasted the time you're seeing right there. It's getting blasted again further down the tunnel. But we can do it. We're washing over 300 cars an hour, really dirty cars, completely prepless, 1 loader per tunnel. And look forward to actually going back to the other sites. Their shorter tunnels will be a little bit more of a challenge, but the local community has loved it. The memberships have actually exceeded our expectations. And for all the skepticism that we had from the community, we've now gotten overwhelming support that, man, this is great. We thought it was going to take 30, 40 minutes to get my car washed. I can just pull in on the way to work and I'm through the tunnel in 4 or 5 minutes. And so it's been amazing. The other thing that's really nice about the Innovate program is the equipment is designed to be able to remodel. So even though this site was kind of a baked cake in some ways, a lot of the equipment can be put into a package where, the RO units that you guys sell don't require underground modifications. The reclaim systems will slide into an existing property using the tanks they have. So just because you already have your wash, you've been running it for a long time, doesn't mean you can't question that belief that, do I need to prep? And I've got to imagine anybody in this room that currently preps at least occasionally is like, man, I kind of wish I didn't have to do that.